I'm Nancy Smith. I've been a divorce lawyer for more than 25 years. I think it's time to start talking about ways to divorce that allow you, your spouse, and your children to emerge healthy and strong instead of bitter and resentful. In a series of short videos, I'm going to break down the divorce process, explain your options, and encourage you to consider an approach that will help you go through your divorce in a more peaceful, healthy way. This approach is called collaborative divorce, and I'll explain how it works. But first, the prospect of divorce can feel really overwhelming. Just coming to terms with the fact that you or your spouse wants to end your marriage can be very stressful. Then, add the unknowns about your future finances, housing, and time with your children, and things can seem really scary. The stress and fear can increase conflict and get in the way of making good decisions about your future. It can feel like you're a victim of the process. But I want you to remember this. You have the power to determine the course of your divorce, even if you're not the one asking for it. In a divorce, everyone feels like a victim, and that is not a great mindset to be in when choosing your divorce process. This is why I encourage all of my clients to have their own family system counselor. I encourage you to take charge of your future and reframe that victim narrative to something like this. Divorce is an opportunity for transformational growth and change. The way you can go through this process in a healthy way is to use collaborative divorce model, or at least its basic principles such as integrity, honesty, and mutual respect. Collaborative divorce is a modern interdisciplinary approach to divorce. It's based upon the idea that a couple needs divorce lawyers who understand that first and foremost, divorce is an emotional process. Of course, it's also legal and it's also financial. It's really important to deal with each of these aspects of the divorce with a professional, an expert in that field. In a collaborative divorce, you have a team of professionals helping you to normalize the intense emotions and work through the legal issues and the financial issues with an expert in each field, working together for your benefit. Each spouse has an attorney. There's also a financial expert who's neutral and who helps each spouse understand the financial details of the marriage. And there's a mental health coach who helps you understand your emotions and some of the relationship dynamics with your spouse so that you can avoid bringing your emotional baggage into the decision-making process. For one of the most impactful and important events in your life, doesn't it make sense to have a team of professionals working with you in each area? And here's what makes this approach particularly unique. While you and your spouse each have an attorney to represent you and to give you legal advice, the collaborative attorneys agree in advance that if you, the couple, decide to litigate, then these two lawyers will not represent you in court. This gives you and the attorneys a strong incentive to come to an agreement. So to summarize, collaborative divorce provides advice from experts that you'll need in a divorce, legal, financial, and emotional, and you agree in advance not to go to court. This process allows you and your spouse the space and security you need to get through divorce in a way that you can look back on and say, we did that really well. So search for collaborative divorce lawyers in your area and schedule an exploratory appointment with a skillful divorce lawyer whose first choice will not be to rush you off to the courthouse as if you're going to find relief from your pain there, or to play out your revenge narrative. If you have children, rest assured that they are watching every move that you make, so you want to show them how to handle adversity with dignity and mutual respect. I'll explain more in the next videos on how to do that.